Hi, I'm Alexandra Bissa. I am a textile designer, and the tool that I'm using to express my creativity is the loom. As far as I remember myself, I have been creating things with my hands, but since there was no craft school in Greece, I have been studying interior design. Luckily enough, I moved to Budapest for 6 months as an Erasmus student, and there I had textile design courses, and soon I fell in love with textiles. So that brought me to Metsovo after I finished my studies. This paradise that we've been the past few days. This place has a huge tradition in weaving and wool, but apart from that is also the place where my father was born and grew up, and the place where I spend most of my holidays, surrounded by my grandma's textiles. So I spent a whole year here in Metsovo learning how to weave, and I explored as much as I could about textiles and wool and all the processes, because till then I had no idea about weaving. So after a year here, I wanted to explore more, and that took me to London to take a master's in textile environmental design. And there I realized that there are looms that they are using more than 2 shafts. So my mind was a little bit blown up, but I think that I figured out how I could transfer the patterns of Metsovo in the technique of the looms that they were using in my school. So after a few samples, many samples, I would say, I created this final piece, which was a wall hanging inspired by the patterns of Metsovo, made with the looms that we were using in this university, but I used completely different yarns and completely different color palette. So the following year, I decided to move back to my hometown, Athens, and because since then, to whomever I said that I'm going to be a weaver, they thought that I would create something traditional. I wanted to communicate the different point of view that I had in textiles. So in order to do so, I created a few products made of wool and cotton, but this time products that they weren't inspired by traditional patterns. Apart from these products, I have been collaborating with a fashion brand in order to create details for their clothing and accessories. Also with architects in order to create a mural, for example, a 34 square meter wall made of cotton and wool. This was a huge amount of wool and cotton that passed from my studio, because this wall goes from the ground floor till the first floor. And also here I wanted to show you another collaboration with architects, but with a completely different aesthetics. Apart from that, I'm also delighted to collaborate with designers that they want to express their ideas through weaving and textiles. So that was a renovation of a chair. The fabric was made with cotton, but in this specific project, I used the technique that we use here in Metsovo. I'm also sometimes weaving for my friends that they want to have a piece of hand-woven fabric in their homes. So what I wanted to say with this presentation is that even though I never had in mind that I'm going to be a weaver, it seems that now I don't know what I could do other than being a weaver. And I really enjoyed this trip so far, because what I realized looking back is that there were little steps that each one of it brought weaving into my life. So that's why I call it a weaving path. And after these few days with you, I realized that we all have different paths, but they are connected through wool, through our techniques. And I think that maybe this is a good idea, that we will keep on crossing each other's paths. Thank you very much.